NFL Week 11, Chargers, Packers, both teams coming off losses and both teams that seem to find new ways to lose each week. Chargers are the better team in this game, but they're so inconsistent on both sides of the ball. The Lions ran for 177 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half versus the Chargers last week. Offensively, the perception of the Chargers offense is better than it is. The main concern with the Chargers offense is relying solely on Keenan Allen to have huge games. And, Eckler had a couple big screen plays, but he finished with only 48 yards receiving, and that was the second highest mark on the team. It's easy for defenses to contain Eckler, and it's tough to assume Keenan Allen's going to catch 11 balls for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns week to week. Plus, he's a little banged up this week, too. Where does this offense come from? Where does this offense get its points from, basically? The Packers' weak spot right now is their secondary. They traded away one of their starters, and they have two injuries to their other starters. So it's not like the Packers can really exploit this weakness. But Packers are now 1-5 since their 2-1 start. Jordan Love last week probably had his best game of the year. And what that looked like for 3 quarters was basically him being a game manager, protecting the football. But when he's forced out of that game manager role and forced to make throws like he was in the fourth quarter last week, 2 INTs, one of them in the red zone. So watching his film, he's unbelievably inaccurate. He made some big throws, but even those weren't on target, which, when you're inaccurate like that, it limits the yards after catch or gives coverage a chance to make a play on the ball when they shouldn't have a chance. I didn't really have an opinion on this game before I hit record, but the more I talk to this game, I think siding with the Chargers in this one. They have too much talent on both sides of the ball to be a losing team. Head coach Brandon Staley, he's desperate, basically playing for his job at this point. And as bad as the Chargers' defense is, I think they're good enough to slow down the Packers' offense. A player prop I really like is Jordan Love rush yards. If his number's in the low teens, I like him to go over this number. Chargers defense sits in like a zone coverage, and that can leave a lot of open space for opposing QBs to take off and run. So keep an eye on his rushing total. But that is it for this one. Until next time, good luck with your bets.